Hello everyone, Marcus here, and in this video, we're going to have a look at how head-mounted displays like the Oculus Rift are making virtual reality the technology of today rather than the technology of tomorrow. This is VR Tech, head-mounted displays. Head-mounted displays are a relatively old method of achieving a virtual reality effect. The earliest example of a head-mounted display would be the Sword of Damocles, and wow, is that an awesome name. Anyhow, the Sword of Damocles was created by Ivan Sutherland and his student, Bob Sproul, at the University of Utah in the year 1968. Since then, there have been a lot of head-mounted displays, a lot of them popping up during the 90s when virtual reality seemed like it was going to take over. But it's only until 2012, rather recently, that head-mounted displays have seriously been looked at as a very consumer-oriented method of achieving virtual reality in the near term. So what changed? One big thing. The Oculus Rift. So what's all the hubbub with stuff like the Oculus Rift and its HMD brethren? I mean, after all, they're just displays, right? What does sticking them onto your face really change about them that makes them VR? Well, you see, sticking a display onto your face actually does make a pretty big change. Now, no matter which direction I look, I am always seeing the display, meaning that I can't just ignore it and treat it as a separate object aside from myself. I effectively have to treat its contents as an extension of my vision, or at the very least, attempt to integrate them into some fashion. The next part of an HMD's mechanism is the way it blocks out the world. By wearing an Oculus Rift, no matter where I look, I'm always blocked out from reality, because these outer edges of its enclosure are blocking out the light of the real world, thus leaving only the display's visual field as my guiding light to where I'm supposed to be. So really, we have no other choice but to pay attention to what that display provides us. However, head-mounted displays have been doing this for a while now. So what is it that the Oculus Rift really changed that made things so different? Three things, really. 1. The use of a high-resolution display. 2. The use of 2 lenses. And 3. Having gyroscopic controls. With that, however, Palmer Luckey managed to successfully find and take advantage of his valuable innovation, which resulted in the Oculus Rift. Magnifying lenses. You see, everyone, Palmer Luckey had the idea to take the high-resolution displays of phones at the time and stick 2 lenses on them. With a lens for each eye magnifying the image, the field of view being covered by the display was also greatly increased, double over what previous HMDs had been achieving. This greatly magnified the pixels, but the high-density displays of the time managed to hold up the image quality simply due to their extremely high pixel densities. In addition, it has been noted by Valve that after 80 degrees of FOV coverage, people tend to start to feel the sense of presence or immersion. Thus, the Oculus Rift going all the way to 110 diagonal degrees was completely blowing past that threshold, creating a VR experience unlike anything else before it. Finally, having that 3D stereoscopic effect added in as a benefit of the lenses also really helps out in increasing immersion, since in the real world we're all used to seeing 3D content for the most part, so having the Oculus Rift provide 3D certainly helps out as well. The last change made by the recent Oculus Rift style HMDs is the addition of IMUs, or Inertial Measurement Units. These consist of gyroscopes, accelerometers, and magnetometers used more or less to have a good grasp of the head's orientation in relation to the display. This allows the display itself and the software running off the display to properly adjust for where the user is supposedly looking and thus have the content conform to the user's position in space. This greatly increases immersion on a kinesthetic sense, since it now makes it feel as though that we have more senses than just our vision being immersed, and that the world around us is something that can dynamically change rather than being some static object or a flat picture that we're observing before us. So in conclusion, it is the conjunction of the greatly increasing pixel densities of our modern displays, the new methodology of attaining 3D visuals and greater FOV provided by using two lenses, as well as the use of inertial measurement units to have the virtual world conform to our kinesthetic senses, that has generated the new sense of buzz for the brand new HMD lines of today. Thank you very much for watching this video, everyone. Do remember to rate, comment, share, and subscribe in order to help out the channel, as well as to keep up to date with the VR content I'm going to be producing going forward. For those of you that would like to contact me, the best place to do so would be over on Twitter, @MarcusStull. I'll have a link down below in the description for those of you that would like to see the page directly. Follow me there if you want to keep up to date with everything I do, since I tend to do more stuff on Twitter than I do on other social networks. Well then, everyone, thank you very much for your time. This has been MarcusStull, logging out.